Kalyan, just go through those videos, okay? If you have any queries, there will be two demo videos, okay? I just explained
Hmm.
cloud basics, okay? If you have any queries, okay, just ping me, okay? I can explain you separately, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So our first class will be like, okay, today onwards we are going to discuss about Azure virtual machines, okay? So I will give brief overview. So see, if you see here, suppose think, okay, developers developed the application, okay?
Unable
So
to see your screen.
yeah, 1 minute. Okay, developers developed the application. Think Flipkart is one of the application. Okay, so think developer developed this Flipkart application, but it's not possible for him to run that application on his own laptop or a personal desktop, because these laptops and personal desktops not designed to run 24 by 7. Okay, they can't handle large workloads. So whenever developer developed that application needs to be run on a component, okay, that is nothing but a server. Okay, because servers are designed to run large workloads, okay, and they're designed to run 24 by 7. So that is the reason whenever people develop an application, okay, there are multiple ways, okay. The first thing is, the first option is they can run their application on server, okay. But we have few disadvantages, okay, in traditional computing. That means one server can handle only one application, okay. Suppose think, okay, they bought the server for 15 lakhs, okay, and the server configuration is something like 32 GB. Okay, I'm just discussing about 1990s scenario. Okay, this is what used to happen in late 1990s. Okay, they bought one server, okay, and the configuration is like 30 GB RAM and 16 CPUs, okay, and they are running their application on this server, okay, but this application is consuming only 30% of compute. That means only 4 GB RAM and 4 CPUs, that's it. Okay, my server is my application is consuming only 30% of resources. That means even though I have 30 GB RAM and 16 CPUs, my application is consuming only 30%. Okay, but the disadvantage here is you can't run a second application on this server. Okay, that is the disadvantage in late 1990s. Okay, one server can only handle one application. Okay, so that is the reason, okay, people come up with a concept called virtualization. Okay, so what is virtualization? Using single physical server hardware. Okay, think this is the physical server. Okay, on top of the physical server they are going to install virtualization software. So with the help of this software we can divide this physical server into multiple virtual servers. Okay, now think, I have 30 GB RAM and 16 CPUs. Okay, now with the help of this virtualization software, I can divide this physical server into one virtual server. I can give for this server like 4 GB RAM and 4 CPUs. Similarly, I can create one more virtual server with 4 GB RAM and 4 CPUs. Okay, this virtual server will have its own operating system. This virtual server will have its own operating system. Now, in this virtual server, I can install one application. I can run one application. In this virtual server, okay, I can run another application. Okay, so the main motto is with the help of this virtualization software, okay, we can save money, we can save power. Okay, at the same time, with the help of this virtualization software, we can use 90% of resources of this server. Okay, in previous scenario, here we are using only 30% of resources because there is a drawback. We can't run two applications in a server. Now with the help of this virtualization software, we are dividing the server into multiple virtual servers So that's the reason we can run multiple applications. At the same time, we are utilizing 90% of compute. Okay, compute is nothing but memory plus CPU. Okay. Now we have other concepts. Okay, like I think these are all I discussed in demo videos. Okay, like public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. Okay. So what is private cloud? First of all, what is cloud? Cloud is nothing but a data center. What is data center? As I mentioned, right? This is a physical server. Where we are going to keep this physical server? In general, we are going to keep all physical servers in a data center. Data center is nothing but a building, okay, where we are going to keep all our physical servers. Okay. So what is cloud? Cloud is nothing but a data center. Okay. That means cloud is nothing but a building where we are going to have physical servers. Now, what is private cloud? Private cloud is nothing but a data center belongs to a particular organization, okay, or single organization. That is nothing but a private cloud. That means, suppose think TCS. TCS is having private cloud. That means this data center belongs to TCS. That means they established this data center. It's their responsibility to buy physical servers in this data center, and it's their responsibility to configure virtualization software on top of those physical servers. It's their responsibility to provide maintenance, okay, power, security, and everything TCS responsibility, because it's TCS data center. Okay. So this scenario is called as like a private cloud. Okay. Data center owned by a single organization. Okay. There are disadvantages with this private cloud. Okay. The advantage is we have better control and flexibility. But the disadvantage is, okay, we have to invest. Okay, suppose if I want to run an application, first of all, I have to buy a server. I have to buy virtualization software and I have to install virtualization software. I have to keep this server and everything in data center. Okay, so if I go with private cloud, I have to invest. Okay, that is nothing but like a operational. We are going to have investment costs at the same time operational costs. Okay. And other than that, okay, these are like few disadvantages. Okay, we have to invest more money. At the same time, we have to hire multiple engineers to maintain this data center. And it's not like within a fraction of minutes we can't increase infrastructure. And okay, that means suppose again my physical server config, suppose my physical server is like 500 GB storage. Okay, now I have a requirement of another 500 GB. Okay. So in private cloud scenario, what we have to do? First of all, we have to buy storage. We have to add that, we have to take downtime. After that, we have to add that storage to this physical server. So the a lot of things. Okay. So that's the reason. Okay. Because of these disadvantages, people are going to public cloud. Okay. So what is public cloud? Public cloud is same thing. Cloud is nothing but a data centers. Okay. So public cloud is nothing but, okay, in the back end, there will be cloud providers, okay, like AWS, Azure, GCP. These are all like cloud providers. That means, okay, in the back end, they already established these data centers all over the world. Okay. They already established these data centers, that is nothing but like these buildings all over the world. They already bought physical servers and installed virtualization software on top of those physical servers and kept those physical servers, okay, in these data centers all over the world. Okay. They configured everything related to power, security, okay, everything, internal network, everything they configured. Okay, what they're doing, they're just giving you one interface. Okay, they are asking us using this interface just to create virtual machines, okay, on top of our physical servers, okay, and pay for these virtual machines. Okay, how much you are going to use, pay for that much. That's it. Okay, so using their interface, I am creating virtual machine. In this virtual machine, I can run my application. Okay, if I use this virtual machine for 1 year, I'll pay for 1 year. That's it. Okay, this is the concept of public cloud. Okay, private cloud, everything belongs to a particular organization. Okay, it's organization responsibility to take care about this data center. In public cloud, it's cloud provider responsibility to take care about data center. Okay, we don't have any authority to enter into their data centers. Okay, because these data centers will be taken care by cloud providers. Okay, we can create virtual machines and we can use those virtual machines. Okay, so this is the difference between private and public cloud. Just to go through those demo videos, okay, you will get better clarity. Okay, and we have one more cloud called hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is nothing but like a, if organization uses both private cloud and public cloud, then we can call it as like a hybrid cloud. Okay, now we'll see. Okay, virtual machines. See, the first service is like virtual machines. Okay, so this is the portal as I mentioned, right? For Azure, the portal is portal.azure.com. Okay, I will show you again. Okay, how to create free account. Okay, if you click on these three lines, okay, you can find favorites. Favorites is nothing but like these are the different services. Okay, basically people are using these services frequently, so that is the reason these things comes under favorites. Okay, again, if I click on all services, okay, see, if you see here, we have multiple services. Okay, so under A plus machine learning category, these are all multiple services. Okay, different services. Again, under analytics, I have different services. Under compute, I have different services. Okay, if you see here, virtual machine, okay, under compute service. Okay, so using this virtual machine service, I can create multiple virtual machines. Okay, using this service is nothing but like using this option, I can create multiple virtual machines. Okay, in general, we can call each and every thing is like a resource. Okay, that means instead of calling three virtual machines, okay, in general time, I can call it as like a three resources. Okay, you are understanding, right? Under compute category, I have this virtual machine service. Using this virtual machine service, I can create three virtual machines. Okay, in general terms, we are going to call them as like three resources. Okay, similarly, if I use any other thing, app service, okay, this is one of the service. Using this app service, I can create multiple apps, web apps. Okay, in general terms, I can call them as like a three resources. Okay, so everything is like a resource, okay, in Azure. Now I'll quickly show you, okay, how to create virtual machines. You can either go to all. Here you can go to compute category. Here you can select virtual machine service. Okay, this is one of the option. Or if you click on these three lines, okay, in favorites you can find virtual machine service. Okay, and easiest method is just to search for using search bar. Okay, here type virtual machines. Okay, it will open virtual machine service. Click on create Azure virtual machine. Okay, see, I'm creating Azure virtual machine using Azure interface. Okay, this is the first point you have to remember. Okay, I'm creating Azure virtual machine using Azure interface. Now subscription, we have few things, okay? We have to provide subscription and resource group, okay? So using Azure interface, okay? This Azure cloud provider provided as one interface, okay? Using this interface, now I'm creating virtual machine, okay? So first of all, I have to provide subscription for billing purpose, okay? And we have to provide a resource group, okay? Resource group is to combine resources, okay? Use it usually, if you see here resource group, okay? It's used to com combine resources, okay? Belongs to a particular application, okay? In general, with the help of resource group, okay? I think I have already discussed about subscription and resource group, okay? I hope you understand about subscription and resource group. Okay, these are the mandatory things, okay? Subscription and resource group, okay? The hierarchy will be like this. Suppose think for any project, okay? I took one subscription, DMart subscription, okay? Again, if you see here, okay, whenever you create Azure free account, okay, you will automatically get one subscription. Okay, I will show you, okay, how to create Azure free account. I will show you, okay. Whenever you create Azure free account, you will get one subscription. That is nothing but like a free subscription, okay, because it's free account, right? You will get one free subscription. For the subscription, they will give like $200 credit, okay. So for you here, you will select free subscription, okay. Resource group, okay, you will create one resource group and you will provide one resource group here, okay.
సార్ సునీల్ సార్ వన్ సెకండ్ సార్ ఇక్కడ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ లో అది ఏమన్నా దానికి ఇక్కడ డిఫాల్ట్ గా ఏమన్నా నేమ్స్ ఉంటాయా మనం నేమ్స్ అనేది అక్కడ క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చా సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్
We can provide our own names,
అవర్ ఓన్ నేమ్స్
okay.
రైట్ ఓకే
By default for free subscription, the name will be like as free subscription only,
ఓకే
okay.
ఓకే రియల్ టైమ్ ఇన్ ద ఆర్గనైజేషన్ దే విల్ గివ్ సమ్ నేమ్ అండర్ దట్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ ఓన్లీ వీ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ ద వర్చువల్ మిషన్స్ కరెక్ట్
Yes,
ఓకే ఓకే
okay. So in your free account, you will select your free subscription. Suppose think you create virtual machine, you use this virtual machine. Suppose this virtual machine, like they are charging 1 hour $1, okay, think. And you created this virtual machine and used this virtual machine for 2 hours, that means $2, okay. After 2 hours you deleted this virtual machine. Now your credit balance is like $198, okay. That's how things will work for free subscription, okay. Coming to real-time organization, okay, based upon projects, okay. Suppose think they have 3 projects, okay. That means those developers developed 3 applications, okay. One for DMart, one for Axis Bank, one for HDFC, okay. They developed one DMart application, Axis Bank application, HDFC application, okay. So what in general organization will do, it will take 3 subscriptions, okay. One for DMart, one for Axis Bank, one for HDFC, okay. So all the resources, okay, while creating all resources belongs to DMart, they will select DMart subscription. While creating all resources belongs to Axis, they will select Axis Bank subscription. While creating all resources belong to HDFC, they will select HDFC subscription. Okay, why? Because they will get to know, okay, at the end of the month, they will get to know, okay, how much we have to, how much, okay, bill is generating for DMart project, Axis Bank project, and HDFC project. Okay. And again, coming to paid subscription, okay, and that we called it as like a paid subscription. Okay. Suppose in paid subscription, you created one virtual machine. Okay. That's like 1 hour, $1. Okay. And you deleted the virtual machine. Okay. So at the end of the month, like after 30 days, you will get bill. Okay. Your bill is like $1, like that. Okay. That's how things will work in paid subscription. here if I click on subscriptions, okay, at present I have only one subscription, okay. Initially my subscription is free subscription, okay. After 30 days, here you can find one button like upgrade, okay. If you click on upgrade, your free subscription will be converted to pay as you go subscription. That means every month you will get bill based upon your usage, okay. That's how I converted my subscription from free to pay as you go, okay. If I want, I can rename my subscription, okay. If you click on the subscription, here we have this option rename, okay. If I want, I can buy one more subscription, okay. My account is same, okay. Think like, okay, I have one credit card, Citibank credit card. If I want, I can take Axis Bank credit card. If I want, I can take HDFC credit card. Okay. Whatever I'm going to use, I have to pay at the end of the month. Same thing. Okay. I created one account. I take one account. In this account, I have one subscription at present. Okay. If I want, I can buy one more subscription. Same thing for the subscription also, every month bill will be generated. Okay. Like that, organization will take multiple subscriptions. Okay. Generally for each project, they will have one separate subscription. Okay. The main motto is subscription is for billing purpose. Okay. How much we are going to use, we will get to know, okay, with the help of subscription. So again, if you see here, if you go to virtual machines, first thing is we have to provide subscription, okay. And resource group. Now, as I mentioned, I think the DMART subscription. Okay. Now I am creating virtual machine. I know in this virtual machine, I'm going to run DMART production application. Okay. So before that, we have to create a resource group. Okay. What is a resource group? Resource group is used to group related resources. Okay. So first, I think I created one resource group with name RG Prod. Okay. I have one subscription. Now I have one resource group. Now I know this virtual machine. In this virtual machine, I'm going to run DMART production application. So while creating this virtual machine, what I will do? I will select this resource group. Okay. That means now this virtual machine is part of this resource group. Okay. Similarly, I can create one more resource group like RG test. Okay. I'm creating one more virtual machine. I know in this virtual machine, I'm going to run test application. So while creating this virtual machine, I will select this resource group. Similarly, while creating dev virtual machine, I will select dev resource group. See why we are using this resource group concept in the sense for better management. Okay. If you open this resource group, you can find all resources related to prod. If you open this resource group, you can find all resources related to test. If you open this resource group, you can find all resources related to dev. Okay, related to dev. In future, if I want to delete entire dev environment, instead of deleting each and every resource related to dev environment, I can simply delete this entire resource group. Okay. That's the advantage of resource group. Okay. Anyway, I already discussed about all these concepts. Okay. Just to go through them one more time. Okay. Now I'm creating one more resource group, something like app RG. Okay. Now I provided subscription. I provided resource group. I'm giving virtual mission name. Okay. We have to provide one name for the virtual mission so that using this name, we can connect to that virtual mission. Okay. I'm selecting East US region. That means in East US, that respect to cloud provider, that means Azure. Azure belongs to Microsoft. Microsoft already established one, okay, buildings in East US. Think this is East US. Okay, in East US they have these buildings. Okay, in buildings they have physical servers. In physical servers they have virtualization software. Okay, what we are doing whenever we selecting East US, that means I am creating virtual machine in East US region. Okay, no need to think about this backend infrastructure. Okay, backend will be taken care by Microsoft Azure. Okay, we're just simply creating virtual machine, but where I'm creating this virtual machine in East US. That means on one of the physical server in East US, I'm creating this virtual machine. Okay, that thing you have to remember. Availability options, okay, at present I'm going with no infrastructure redundancy required, okay. Again, we already discussed it, right? No infrastructure redundancy required. What is no infrastructure redundancy required, okay? Just to go through this option, okay. Anyway, we will discuss about all these options one more time, okay. We have to discuss about availability zone, availability set, what is virtual machine scale set, okay. So I'm just selecting no infrastructure redundancy required. Security type, okay, at present I'm going with the default option. Images, again, if you see here, I'm creating virtual machine, okay. Previously, what people will, okay, is used to do in the sense, after creating virtual machine, they used to purchase Windows either, because we need operating system, okay. If you take my laptop is having Windows 11 operating system, okay. Like that, servers needs operating system, okay. Without operating system, we can't run any applications. We can't work on that server. So server need operating system, okay. It's completely depend upon a project, okay. Whether they can go with Windows operating system or Linux based operating system, okay. So usually in olden days, people use it to buy the licenses, okay, download the software, install the software, okay, install the operating system. Now simply we can select images, okay. No need to buy licenses, no need to install that respect to operating system on that virtual machine, okay. We can simply use this image concept, okay. If you click on see all images, we have multiple images, okay. This is Windows Server, Ubuntu, Red Hat, okay, SQL Server. Suppose if I select this, coming to Windows operating system, this is the latest one, okay, Windows Server 2022 Data Center x64 Gen 2, okay. If I select this image, my virtual machine will have Windows Server 2022 Data Center operating system, okay. Suppose if I select this image, my virtual machine will have Ubuntu Server 22.04 LTS x64 Gen 2 operating system, okay. Suppose if I select this image, my Windows server will have, okay, my virtual machine will have SQL server. This is like database software along with Windows server operating system, okay. Like that, it's completely depend upon project requirement, okay. Based upon their requirement, they will select respect to image, okay. So at present, I am going with Windows server latest operating system, okay. This is the latest one, Windows Server 2022 Data Center x64 Gen 2, okay. We have different VM architectures, okay. That means CPU architectures, okay. ARM64 and x64, okay. For mostly mobile related applications, okay, they will go with ARM, okay. And all servers, mostly they will go with x64, okay. These are like different architectures, that's it, okay. So if you see here, this this image at present is supporting only x64 architecture, okay. Gen 2 is like latest generation, okay. Run with Edu spot discount, okay. We'll discuss this option at the time of cost optimization, okay. Coming to size, again, it's completely depend upon project requirement, okay. What size you want for your virtual machine, okay. If I click on see all sizes, you can find, okay. In general, they just categorize it like D series, different series, okay. D series, B series, DC series, okay. Suppose if you see here, E series, okay. If my in suppose think I'm creating virtual machine. In this virtual machine, I'm running application. That too, my application need high memory, okay. If that is the case, I will select any virtual machine under E series, okay. If my virtual machine need something like high compute, if that is the case, I will go with something like F series, okay. Like that, based upon project requirement, based upon the application we are going to run on that virtual machine, we will select series. Okay. Mostly people will, if you see here, most used by Azure users. That means all over the world, mostly people selecting virtual machines either from D series or B series. These are like general purpose. Okay. For all applications, general applications, these virtual machines will be enough. Okay. If you see here, suppose if I select B2S, my virtual machine will get 2 vCPUs and 4 GB RAM. Okay. Why they are calling vCPUs? V in the sense virtual CPUs. Okay. That means for my virtual machine in the backend, we have one physical server. This physical server is having CPU, RAM, and storage also. Okay. This is physical server. Now, on top of the physical server, I'm creating virtual machine using the interface. Okay. So virtually, I'm getting CPUs for my virtual machine. So that's the reason they're calling it like vCPUs. Okay. RAM, they're just calling it as like a RAM only. Okay. Suppose think we don't know, okay, what is the configuration for this physical server in the backend. Suppose think this configuration is like, okay, something like 500 GB RAM, something like 16 CPU. Okay. So now I'm just suppose if I select B2S, that means 2 VCPs and 4 GB RAM. Okay. Suppose think my virtual machine is creating on top of this physical server. That means for this virtual machine, I'm going to get 2 VCPUs and 4 GB RAM. Okay. From the underlying physical server compute. Okay, that's what happening in the backend. Okay, so you can select, okay, based upon your requirement, you can go with either 4 vCPUs or 16 GB RAM or 8 vCPUs or 32 GB RAM. Okay, it's completely depend upon what kind of application you are going to run on that virtual machine. Okay, at present I'm going with the B2S. Okay, see, these things will be given by architect. Okay, they suppose if architect also don't know, if developers also don't know, what they will do, they will create one virtual machine with something like 4 vCPUs, something like 4 vCPUs and 16 GB. Okay. Initially, they will go with standard size 4 vCPUs and 16 GB RAM. Okay. And they are running their application on server now. Okay. If application is working slowly because of this compute, okay, because suppose think my application is not getting enough compute, if that is the case, they will observe the trends. Okay. If application is not is working slowly because of less compute, what they will do? They can increase the compute. Okay. Suppose my application is not consuming the compute. Okay. That means my application is working fine, but my application is consuming only 50% of compute. Okay, that means my application is consuming only 2 vCPUs and 8 GB RAM. If that is the case, what they will do? They can resize. Okay, they can decrease the compute. Okay, it's completely depend upon trends. Okay, they will monitor the application performance. Based upon the performance, either they can go with the high-end virtual machine or low-end virtual machine. Okay, but the basic, if they don't have any idea, basic they will go with basic like 4 vCPUs and 8 GB RAM like that. Okay. So that's the reason mostly people will prefer this general purpose. Okay. So that's the reason most used by Azure users. Okay. Mostly they will pick any virtual machine from either D series or B series. Okay. These are like other series. Okay. Again, if you go through Microsoft documentation, you can find more examples. Okay. Okay. See, entry level VMs for dev test, they can go with A series. Okay. Something like low traffic web, small databases, dev and test development and test servers, they can go with BS series. Okay, general compute. Okay, mostly people will, as I mentioned, right, for dev and test, they will go with B series. Production, they will go with D series. Okay, it's like entry mid-range databases, application servers. Okay, everything we can choose D series. Okay, coming to E series, like if I using high memory applications like SAP, okay, in-memory analytics workloads, these are like heavy memory consuming applications. If that is the case, I can say it's better to select any of the virtual machine from E series. Okay, if you see here I am seeing more memory. Okay, 64 GB, 64 GB. Okay, in D series I don't have that option. Okay, the max is like 32 GB. But in CE series, the max is like 64 GB because they are providing more memory. Okay, like that F series, compute, like web analytics, web servers, batch processing. Okay, high CPU required. If that is the case, I will select one virtual machine. Okay, like that we have multiple things. Okay, now I'm selecting the size for my virtual machine, that is B2S. 2 vCPUs for all our virtual machines. 2 vCPUs and 4 GB memory is enough. Okay, if you see here per month, again if I click on see all sizes, you can find the size price. Okay, see, per hour they're charging 4 rupees. Okay, I created the virtual machine. Okay, I'm using this virtual machine for 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, even the 30 minutes also they will calculate as like a 2 hours. That means nearly 9 rupees. Okay, if I delete the virtual machine after 1 hour 30 minutes, okay, if I don't create any resources, at the end of the month my bill will be like as 9 rupees. Okay, something like that. So I'm selecting the size for my virtual machine. So we have to provide credentials. Okay, using these credentials we can connect to that virtual machine. Okay, these are all comes under networking. Okay, at present I'm not touching any other options. Okay, again disks, at present I'm not touching. Networking I'm not touching anything. Okay, you can find all these details. Okay, it is validating all the details. Okay, validation passed. Now click on create. See, today I will show you okay how to create Windows virtual machine. That means virtual machine with Windows operating system and virtual machine with Linux based operating system. Okay. Tomorrow I will show you okay how to install web server in both Windows and Linux based virtual machines. Okay. Mostly from Thursday onwards. Okay. We'll start discussing about disks. Okay. It will take nearly okay 10 classes okay to discuss about only virtual machines. Okay, this is because this is one of the popular service. Okay, most of the organizations will use virtual machines. Okay, so we'll discuss everything related to virtual machines. After that we'll discuss about networking part. So even though I'm creating virtual machine, okay, these are all like dependent resources. That means I'm creating virtual machine. Okay, so to connect to this virtual machine needs to be part of a network. Then only I can connect to this virtual machine from my laptop. So that's the reason in the backend it is creating network. Okay, it is creating first of all it is creating one network interface for my virtual machine, and it is creating one network. Okay, and it is providing one public IP for this network interface. Okay, because without public IP it's not possible to connect to this virtual machine. Okay, we'll discuss okay what is public IP and what is private IP. At the same time it is creating one NSG. NSG is like lightweight firewall. Okay, in this NSG we are going to have rules. Okay, what traffic can enter into this virtual machine, what traffic can go outside from this virtual machine, we can define in NSG. So these are all like dependent things.
Sir, Sunil sir. Sir, in the organizations, like they will provide in the documentation if we are having one requirement like to create the VM, under which subscriptions, what resources we need to select, this and all will they will create, right? They will give us
Yes,
to create, right?
you are going to have the document, okay?
Yeah, yeah, to create that virtual machines under that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So my virtual machine got created. If you go to overview, you can find all options related to this virtual machine. Okay. As of now, we know these details. Okay. We selected B2S, standard B2S, 2 vCPUs and 4 GB. Okay. RAM. This is like all the details related to image. Okay. My operating system, Windows operating system. Okay. Status. My virtual machine, this virtual machine belongs to this resource group. As I mentioned, right? Resource group to group all related resources. Okay, if I click on this resource group, I can easily find all resources. Okay, in future, if I want to delete this whatever I created, simply I will delete this resource group. Okay, like this I can delete. Click on delete. Okay, like this we can delete. Okay, you have to do this thing. Okay, every day once you are done with your lab, you have to delete this entire resource group. Okay, instead of deleting each and every resource like this, or if I click on this one also, it will delete all resources. But instead of deleting all resources, it's better to delete the entire resource group. Okay, so how to connect to this virtual machine? Again, open this virtual machine. Just copy the public IP of this virtual machine. Okay, we have multiple ways. Okay, if you click on Windows R, okay, it will open run terminal. Okay, here type mstsc. Okay, this is the command to open remote desktop connection. Okay, here just provide the public IP of that virtual machine. Click on connect. Okay, click on more choice. Use a different account. Here provide username and password. This is the username and I'm providing password. Click yes. Okay, now I connected to the virtual machine. Okay, which was created on top of a physical server. Okay, which is physically in East US location. Okay, now here I can run my applications. Okay, I can do whatever I want. Okay, I can run my applications. I can run my database softwares. Okay, whatever I want. Similarly, I will quickly create Linux-based virtual machine. Same thing. If you go to again type virtual machines, click on create Azure virtual machine. Same thing. I select. I have one subscription and I'm selecting that subscription. I'm selecting same resource group. Okay, AppRG resource group. So this resource will be part of this AppRG resource group. Okay. I'm giving name like app VM Linux. Same thing I'm creating in East US region. At present, I'm going with no infrastructure readiness required. I'm going with the default security. Coming to image. This time I'm going with Linux based operating system. Okay, this is the latest one. Okay. For Linux, they're supporting both architectures. Okay, ARM64 and x64. I'm going with x64. Coming to size, I'm for this virtual machine also, I'm just selecting 2 vCPUs and 4 GB memory. Coming to Linux based operating systems, okay, virtual machines with Linux based operating system, we have two types of authentications. Either we can connect with keys or we can connect with password. Okay, at present I'm going with password. Okay, that means connecting virtual machine with the help of username and password. Tomorrow we'll see, okay, how to connect virtual machine with the help of keys. So I'm just selecting password. So provide username and password. Okay, I'm not touching any other options. So review plus create. Now, if you click on virtual machines, okay. At present, I have one virtual machine. Okay, after a few minutes, there will be one more virtual machine like app PM Linux. Okay, again, if I open this virtual machine, see we have one more option connect. Okay, if I click on connect, select download RDP file, it will download one file. Okay, if you click on that file, same thing. Okay, it will open remote desktop connection. Okay, either you can download that file or you can click on open that run terminal, there type mstsc. Okay, there you have to provide all the credentials. Okay, both are same. Coming to Linux, okay, my Linux virtual machine got created. Okay, same thing, this virtual machine also created on one of the physical server, okay, physically in east US location. Okay, that means we are creating this virtual machine on in east US location. Okay, and these are all the details related to that virtual machine. Okay, so how to connect to this Linux based virtual machine? For Linux based virtual machines, to connect to Linux based virtual machines, we have to install this putty tool. Okay, if you click on putty download, okay, so this is the official website. Okay, click on download putty. Okay, and it's like straightforward installation. Okay, click next install, that's it. Okay, no need to provide any additional details. So after downloading this tool, okay, I have already downloaded this tool. Okay, just search for that application, putty application. Okay, I just opened that putty. Here provide the public IP of that virtual machine. Okay, this is the public IP. Just to copy the public IP. Okay, open, accept. Same thing. Now provide credentials. This is the username and this is the password. Basically, all Linux-based virtual machines are like command. Okay, we have to provide commands to work with Linux-based operating systems. Whereas Windows, it's like mostly like graphical. Okay, so this is Windows-based virtual machine, and this is Linux-based virtual machine. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see. Okay, how to install web servers in both these virtual machines. Okay, and we'll also see how to connect to these Linux-based virtual machines with the help of keys. Okay. And from Thursday onwards, we'll discuss about this. Okay, we'll discuss each and every option. Okay, in detail. Again, if you go to virtual machines, create. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss about not tomorrow, Thursday we'll discuss about disks options. Okay, everything related to disks. Once we are done with this disk, we'll discuss about monitoring. Okay, and few troubleshooting options. Okay, once we are done with all the sections, then we'll go with networking. Okay, so, any questions?
Sir, sir, regarding the license that you are told in the starting, when we are creating these virtual machines or Linux machines, we not required any licenses. No need to
No, no,
purchase any license, sir.
no need to purchase. Okay, including
In the
everything we are paying.
Okay. Actually, in the data center means in the public, private data center means we need to buy the licenses, right?
Yeah, everything we have to manage.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
need to
So
buy
that's what.
physical servers. We need to buy virtualization. Okay. We need to
Okay.
buy licenses for operating systems and everything we have to take care.
Here in this, when we are creating the virtual machines in the Azure, no need of licenses, this and all things. The
No need
concept
of
is not there. Well,
buying physical servers. Okay. No need of maintaining backend infrastructure, everything. Okay. We are just creating virtual machine and we are paying for that virtual machine.
okay. Okay.
That means we are paying for whatever RAM, CPU, okay, storage, everything, including everything. Okay. We are paying.
Okay.
Okay. See, again, I'm recommending, okay, everyone just go through those demo videos. Okay. If you
Sir, one
once
more thing, sir. Sir, regarding this virtual machine, sometimes that we have seen like in the data centers, if the virtual machine crashes, like if these virtual machine will be created in the any other server, or how this kind of concepts will be there, or that particular virtual machines will be there on the particular such as particular server.
we will discuss, okay, we have troubleshooting options. At that
Okay, sir.
time, we'll
Okay.
discuss, okay, what are all the options we have.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, any other questions? So, again, try to go through those demo videos. Okay. We have uh, two demo videos. Okay. In the demo videos, I covered all basics. Okay. Whatever the cloud you take, whether AWS, Azure or GCP, okay, those are like fundamentals. Okay, you will understand basics. Okay, without understanding basics, it will be difficult to understand all these concepts. Okay, so I covered all the basics in those two demo videos. Okay, if you didn't watch, just go and watch those videos. Okay, and any queries related to those basics, let me know. Okay, I will try to explain one more time, but just watch everything. Okay, related to those demo videos. So, any questions?
Sir, everything, that means in the Azure portal, we will call it as the naming convention. We will call it as a resource. Correct, sir?
Yes.
And we need to mention as a resource only,
In
whichever.
general terms, we will call it, if you see here, these are like two virtual machines. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Again, if I click on these three lines, we have all resources, right? Okay. See, everything will come under all resources, virtual machines, public IP, network security group, network. Okay. In general terms, we are called each and everything as like a resource. Okay. General terminology. I will call it as like virtual machine resource, public IP address resource, network security group resource, virtual network resource, network interface resource. Okay. I will append the tag resource. Okay. So as I mentioned, right after lab,
That means whatever the virtual machines under that category, we call it as a resource, or everything we call it as a resource. Like, for example, sir, like, see, virtual machines we are creating, CPU memory, that we will call it as a resource. Not the apart from that, like, in the virtual machines, we are adding the disk that we call it as a resource. That is, disk is different now, sir. Like, apart from virtual machine, CPU and memory, so that is also we call it as a resource only, right? Or we need to call it as disk.
disk is a separate resource. Okay. You will understand. Okay. While discussing about disk concept. Okay. Disk, we are calling it as like separate resource. Okay. CPU RAM, not, we didn't find CPU RAM here, right? If I click on all resources, okay, I can able to see only virtual machines and related things related to that virtual machine. Okay, like disk, network interface, virtual networks. Okay, I didn't find anything related to CPU and memory because CPU memory part of this virtual machine. See, it's general terminology, okay? No need to confuse, okay? So, see, after you're done with your lab, okay? Again, if you see here, I just created this Apache resource group, okay? But in the backend, one more resource group automatically created network watcher resource group. Because in this resource group, I created one virtual machine. For this virtual machine, I need one network. Okay. So to monitor this network in the backend, it is automatically creating one resource group. In that resource group, where we can find one watcher service. Okay. With the help of this service, we can monitor, we can troubleshoot this network. So that is the reason. Okay. No need to worry about this resource group. Okay. This resource group will by whenever you create virtual machine, by default, this resource group will create automatically. Okay. So once you're done with your lab, just select this resource group, click on delete resource group, copy the resource group name, paste it here, click on delete. Same thing with network org. Okay. Delete resource group, copy the resource group name, paste it here, delete. Okay. If you keep these resources as it is, okay, in the backend bill will automatically generate. Okay, I am creating this virtual machine. Okay, 1 hour they are charging 4 rupees. If I keep this virtual machine for 24 hours, okay, until next day, my bill will be like something like 96 rupees. Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, immediately after our class, we have to delete whatever the resources we created. Okay.
Sir, instead of deleting the resources directly, we can delete the subscription. No? Entire under the subscriptions, whatever the resources we have created, it will be automatically deleted. No, sir, like individually what we have selected.
Yeah, instead of deleting each and every resource, we are directly deleting resource groups.
Telling about the subscription, under the subscription only this resources group will be created, right? So if you have
Yes.
if you have deleted that subscription, whatever the resources we have created under
No,
this, so
deleting subscription is not possible. Okay.
because that means under that whatever that we have created, we need to go individually the resources and we need to delete it here. So uh, we can directly we can delete, no, for practice purposes that I just am telling. It's not possible, like you cannot delete this under the subscription.
Under subscription also you can delete if you go to subscriptions. So here you can find a resource group. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I think we don't have any option to delete all at a time. Okay. So that is the reason we have to go to each and every resource group. We have to delete that particular resource group. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Bhaskar, Ratan, Vishal, Abhishek.
No.
Okay. Then. If you don't have any questions, I think we're good to close for today.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Srini.
Sir, sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, actually, you will provide any individual class materials or something like that, or only these videos?
Yeah, I will
Each
share
and
these presentations. Okay. In these presentations, you can find all points related to, okay, virtual missions and whatever we are going to discuss about virtual missions. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. At the same time, you have to prepare your own running notes. Okay, what are the important points I'm going to discuss during class, right? Just try to prepare your own running notes.
Okay.
Okay then. Thanks everyone.
Thanks so much.
Nice.
Thank you.